There a motion?
Move. Second.
Discussion? Favoring, opposed, carries.
Okay, item 20, is there a motion?
Move. Second.
Discussion? Councilmember Christie.
Is there any way we can look at sunsetting this after a year and see about its effectiveness?
Councilmember, I think this is a one-year contract, so, I mean, it is already sunsetted. Okay. Councilmember Stardy?
Yeah, I have questions about this as well, as far as, do we have any history of the effectiveness of this from other companies or other municipal entities that we can justify spending the $125,000 on LinkedIn?
Councilmember, we did a 6-month pilot, and I know we submitted to council members some backup documentation, but during the pilot period, we had 256 LinkedIn members who were hired by the city. We deemed it much more successful than most of our other recruiting methods, which is why we're going to try it with a 1-year contract.
Can you repeat the number again?
256
256
applicants for jobs who were hired, but they came through LinkedIn. So we tested it against our other methods of recruiting. Not that we are eliminating those other methods of recruiting, but we think this is a benefit to our ability to hire people we need.
in doing, and I guess I can tag it, because I need more information regarding the return on this investment and the level of jobs recruitment, if it's technical jobs, if it's very talent specific, or if it's just in general. I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, and we will make sure we resend the question, the answers to the questions that council members had previously asked. I'll resend that to you as well, but we'll set up a meeting. Thank you. Item has been tagged by Councilmember Stark
Mayor, after I tag.
and by Councilmember Kubash.
Okay, excuse me, item 23 is an ordinance.
Discussion, Councilmember, or Councilmember, it was Councilmember Stark, and she accidentally hit the button. Councilmember Stark?
Thank you. I just wanted to take this opportunity to, this is regarding special events. I know Susan Christian, oh, am I on the wrong one?
No, 23.
I apologize.
Councilmember 21 and 20, the 21 and 22 were listed is not in, they're in the controller's office.
I apologize. Thank you.
Councilmember,
I was ready.
Councilmember Lassiter.
Thank you, Mayor. At this point in time, I intend to tag this item. If there are other council members in the queue that would like to speak to it before I tag it, I'll release it for those purposes. But there seems to be a lot of concern about these items and proposals. I noticed that we have an amendment in front of us by Councilmember Kubash. Does that need to be made?
Yes, sir. If you all hold your tag until Councilmember Kubash.
I'll do so.
No indication of the administrator is supporting his amendment, but
It's
please
just
no.
true courtesy, Mayor. We're starting out the day right.
That's right. Councilmember Kubash.
Mayor, you have the amendment before you, so I will not read it in its entirety, but we had discussed this yesterday, and Ms. Jane West had laid it out for us and the reason why, and I agreed with it, so I'm submitting this amendment.
And it was received in writing, and I'm assuming that Councilmember Lassiter will tag both it and the main item. Any further amendments or discussion for the items tagged? Councilmember Christie.
Just discussion. When I see the events and see the setup, and usually I just wonder, what's the comparative cost of $169,000 and what we do now?
Councilmember? We are on item 23. You had started, I don't know why you did that. We're on item 23.
Just switching around, just trying to confuse us.
Councilmember Pennington.
Thank you, thank you, Mayor.
Item 23.
I've read the write-up by Jane Cahill West and also the administration's write-up, and it seems to me that both sides are seeking the same thing, that is an easement, and between buildings, except in certain situations, I guess where you have townhouses, where everybody agrees to the common walls. I don't agree with the legal department that it subjects the city to potential liability. I think that you do this for health and safety matters. If we were doing it for some kind of public convenience matter, then I think there might be some liability. And I don't think we ought to be doing it at all unless there's a public safety matter or a possible intrusion right, some sort of a general thing. But hopefully, the legal department or whichever the planning department and his West could work out something that we could agree to, because they seem to be seeking the same thing, and I hope they get together and do that.
Councilor, I think that's the reason for the tag.
Yeah, thank you.
Councilmember Green.
Mayor, I just would like to be added to that tag as well.
Councilmember Robinson.
Mayor, I think there's a couple of things that have come to light in discussion with Ms. West that I would like to call attention of our colleagues here, namely that there was a hearing with the Planning Commission, and I think that how that came forward with a subcommittee to commission that was led by Commissioner Jim Jard and his group. I know I attended the meeting that was back a couple of months ago. I'm interested in a chain of events that this has been brought forward, because we have heard testimony, it has been before the Quality of Life Committee. There's been various moments when this has been vetted. So I think if we could get all of that information before us in the course of the next week, we'd all benefit from a little bit of a review of how that has been brought forward, when it was considered, if Ms. West and the Super Neighborhood Alliance has had an opportunity to provide input, and if there's been any back and forth between the administration and some of the ideas that have been presented. I'd like to request that could be circulated if that is possible.
Noted, Councilmember. For the discussion, seeing none, the item has been tagged by Councilmember Laster and also by Councilmember